Hello, hello!
Hello!
Today we're getting straight into action with a game of Stonespine Architects by Thunderworks Games. It is a game we enjoy a lot and we play very often, so we took the opportunity to show it to you as well. We will very fast go through the rules at the beginning and then we will explain the rest as we play, because I think it's a game that is easier explained as we play as well. During the game, each player is trying to create the best possible dungeon, full of corridors, monsters, traps and of course treasure. The player who does that best gets the most fame points, or I think is reputation points, and wins the game. The game lasts for 4 rounds that represent 4 years, and by the end of the game we will both have a 4x4 dungeon in front of us by using these cards over here. During each round, each year, we will only create and add cards to the first row of our dungeon, and then second year, second row, third year, third row, fourth year, fourth row, end game and scoring, and whoever has the most points wins. There is no scoring throughout the game, we just get points for whatever we have accomplished by the end of it. We get points by completing goals, such as the common goal here in the middle, which is a card that we randomly selected during setup. Personal goals from here, which we will draft, as you'll see, at the end of each round. And then we also want to connect our dungeon entrances to as many rooms as possible, and we want to stay true to the blueprint as much as possible. We have some requirements here that are personal for each player. Again, cards were randomly dealt at the beginning of the game, during setup, so we have some goals here to fulfill as well. Finally, whoever has the priority at the end of the game gets some extra points as well, and we also have some random points in the dungeon potentially to add to the total. Now the game is played mostly simultaneously. We each take some cards in our hands, we draft and keep one that we want to place in our dungeons, and in 2-player games only we also discard one card, and then we go around until each one of us has selected 4 cards for our dungeon. In more players, you don't discard the card, you simply keep one and give the rest to the player sitting next to you, either clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on the round. As soon as everyone has played 4 cards, we go through to the next phase of the game, which is the market phase. I don't remember the name exactly, but essentially we gather up some gold from the dungeon that we have created and we buy things from the market, and once we pass, we also select one of those cards to keep for endgame scoring. Then there is some cleanup and we move on to the next round. With that being said, we'll go straight into the game and explain more as we go. So, first of all, we each have one cardboard puzzle piece here that we have assembled to represent the top of our dungeon, and we each have placed our entrance piece to the corresponding space here. So as you can see in the card, it's the second column, so I place the entrance here because it's important to connect the entrances to gain points. So I know that my entrance is here and Spyros is there. Similarly, we have an exit point down here that we will keep in mind for the end game, and we have a second piece to place over there. Now we each get 5 cards from the deck, so we deal 5 cards to each player. And simultaneously take a look at them, choose one to keep in 2 players, one to discard, and give the rest to the other player. We'll try not to cheat and look at each other's things. Now, over here in my blueprint, I have a requirement for a cave card and for one...
Kobold.
I'm not
I think it's kobold, yes. Yeah, kobold. Spyros wants stone rooms and a trap. Whatever kind of trap, it doesn't matter. There are 5 types of traps, but in this case, any trap would do. The cards are split into 2 types. We have the stone chambers as the ones that Spyros needs for his blueprint, and the cave chambers, the ones that I need for my own blueprint. The color is different, but also the icon on the top left is different as well, so you can tell them apart. As you can see, each card has a number of corridors, and each card represents a chamber as well, and it has a number of corridors that have different shapes depending on the card, so you have to try and create connections with them, and they also have some elements that are placed in the 4 corners of the chamber. So depending on those, you may have to collect things and to fulfill goals. At the bottom here, there is a gold value that corresponds to the number of gold that you will collect from that card if you place it in your dungeon for the market phase later on. And I think that's pretty much all the elements on cards. As you can see, we have monsters of different types. We have kobolds, we have gnolls and goblins over here, but we also have oozes, which are the green, and slimes that are the purple. There are 5 different types of traps, as I mentioned, and then we have those star icons that give you points at the end of the game, and I don't think I have any, so we may see later on about treasure chests and stuff. As a reminder, for the end game condition here, for the end game goal, we need to have the most goblins in our dungeon. So it's something that we compare with each other. The person who will have the most goblins in the dungeon will get 15 points, and the second one 9. With more players, there is a third place as well. Now, based on that, we each pick 1 card to keep and 1 to discard. And you need... Okay, so we discard these and then we reveal the cards simultaneously. Then we pass the cards to the other player, and in 2-player games, since we have discarded 1 card, we also draw 1 card to complete our hand. In other player counts, you would have 4 cards in hand anyway, because the person next to you would just keep 1 and give you the rest. Again, based on that, we take a card. And discard the card. And then reveal and give the cards to the other person.
Take a card?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Oh, a nice card. A very nice card. It was an easy choice. Tough decisions on my left. Are they all that good or are they all that bad?
I have 2 good.
Oh,
yes.
You give me 1 of them. You have to.
Okay. I will discard
How good are they?
that one and I will keep that one.
Give me.
I keep one and I discarded the other, so...
Ah, that was the decision.
Yes, it was.
Okay. And by discarding the final card, we're done with the first phase of the first round. We each have 4 cards in our dungeon, and now it's time to add up our coins. I have managed to get 2 plus 6,
Ooh,
8.
oh
Yeah,
my
that
God.
was a great card with, but it has no elements.
A cross?
In it. Yeah,
And 6 coins.
but no elements inside. But it was a great here.
Oh, yes.
8, 10, 10, and then we also get 1 coin for each treasure chest in any of the rows in our dungeon. We'll see that later on. So I have a total of 11 coins, gold.
Okay.
So I get my marker here and I place it on the track on the number 11.
Okay. And I have 5, 8, 10, 13, no chest.
Okay, plus 1, 14. The plus 1 is because he is second in priority. He got 1 coin to begin the game with. It's common in games to get some extra resources if you're not the first player. And priority is important here. It breaks ties as well, and it gives points at the end of the game. So, you know, it's nice to be the first player. Now, second phase is the market phase. We have 2 market cards here. There are more when there are more players in the game. And we also have 3 cards here. I want to look up the name of those cards. Challenge cards over here. Again, there will be more if you play with more players, and the game plays with up to 5 players, which is great because it plays simultaneously and it goes fast even when playing with 5 players. In any case, market cards are opened from this deck over here, and then they are randomly filled with tokens based on the shape underneath. So in this occasion, we took a square one, which is a trap, and then according to the shapes underneath, we fill the spaces to make, to have elements to buy in this phase of the round. Each space, each
slot.
Yeah, there are 2 slots here, but
yes.
we have a price here on the left that corresponds to the token or the tokens in the half of the card. So, starting with the player who has the most gold at the time, they decide whether they want to buy something or pass. Buying, of course, gives you element to put in your dungeon anywhere you like. The limitation is that you cannot have more than 4 elements in a single card, in a single chamber, and the pre-printed ones count, and you cannot place a token on top of a pre-printed one. So, for example, I can only place 1 extra element here in this card, but I can place 4 in the 4 corners in this card. And the benefit of passing instead is, first, you take the priority for the next round, and second, you are the first one to pick one of the challenge cards that will score points at the end of the game.
Nice. So, it's my call.
Yes, because you have the most gold.
Okay, I think I will spend 3 gold. And buy that one.
Okay.
And put it here.
Okay, nice. Now, again, the player with the most gold goes again, plays. So it is possible that the same player can go twice in a row if they keep being the player with the most gold. But in this case, we tie for gold. And since I do have the priority here, I go first.
Yes.
And this should be down here because the first one to pass will go up for the priority for the next round. Based on that, and I don't know, maybe these cards here, I think I would like to get a trap with 5 gold. So I'll go down to 6, spend the 5 and get this trap. And I will place it here. The types of traps are sometimes important, as are the types of monsters, but other times they are not. When you see this symbol is any trap. When you see a specific symbol, it's a specific trap.
Okay. I will spend 6 gold, go here and get these 2. 1 here and 1 doesn't matter. Let's say here.
Okay, nice. Now, the final slot here costs 7 gold, so I cannot buy it even if I wanted to. So I'm forced to pass, and I go straight to 0. Gold do not transfer from one round to the next. So if you pass, you forfeit the rest of your gold, in any case, however many you may have. And I am the first one to pick a challenge card, and I think...
And you go first on the priority.
Yes, true. I will get... this one that says that I gain 2 reputation for each trap on a single path in your dungeon. A single path means that you have to have a corridor that connects. Can you see here? I didn't explain that earlier, but now it's pretty visible that if I were to start from this entrance, for example, I could go down here and keep going maybe to the second row, we'll see, but I can turn left over here and on the other side. Do you have any dead ends? Here. Yeah. You have 2 chambers that do not connect because there is no corridor here or here. So these are not connected yet.
Yes.
They may connect from the cards below. Or there are some tokens here that create connections between chambers. We may see 1 or more. But in this case, single path means that you don't take multiple turns. No turns. Multiple branches. So if... I don't think I can explain it with the cards that I have now.
Let's go for the next
I'll
round.
explain it later, yeah.
Yes.
So, I keep the card next to me to make sure that I score it at the end of the game.
Okay.
And you probably pass as well.
Yes, here, and I will get...
This one?
The left one, yes.
Okay.
That gives me 3 points for stars that I have in the right and left column.
No stars. For corridors that go outside the left or the right side of your dungeon.
So I pick wrong.
You want the other one?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. The final one gets discarded. up here. I'll discard it on the side, it doesn't matter. And now we go through cleanup, which means that I discard this and reveal 3 more. We discard the market cards and the tokens that were left over on top of them, as you see there. Reveal 2 more market cards, or however many correspond to the number of players. I think I will show you, where's the box? Can you give me one of the player aids to show the numbers? Okay, here we have, as you can see, the starting coin that you get on priority based on the number of players and the spot you have on the first round, and then the number of challenge cards that you reveal based on the players, which is players +1, as I can see here, and then the number of market cards based on how many players there are in the game. Okay, so there's that. You refilled those.
Yes.
We have reset those. I think that's it.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so again, 5 cards each. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost exactly.
Okay.
And we do the same. And I'll show you how we place the cards, though.
Okay.
Why
Can
are you...
explain
those.
Yes.
True. It's 3 reputation for each pair of nulls in your dungeon.
Okay.
Pair means anywhere. So for each 2 nulls in your dungeon, anywhere in your dungeon will get 3 points. And all of those are end game conditions, remember. Here you get 3 reputation for each trap in the 4 central chambers of your dungeon, so the ones that we haven't placed yet. And then here, 1 reputation for each goblin, each kobold, and each gnoll in the 4 central chambers of your dungeon.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, we should have done that before as well, so that you... So yeah, based on that, again, we keep in mind our blueprint as well, but now also the extra gold that we have gained. And yeah, we pick a card. Not many great ones, but I'll keep this one and discard this one and give you the rest. Now, we place the cards so that we cover the bottom here from the card above. That was only relevant for the gold that we took to get into the market phase. This gold will not be gained again. The treasure chests always give 1 gold each, regardless of which row they belong in, but now we will only get the gold from the new cards, not the old ones. Also, that creates a nice cohesive dungeon, as you can see, because the chambers truly connect to each other without the black row underneath. And I draw 1 card and decide again which one to keep. Keep this one and discard this one. So that goes here. Draw a card. Oh. Okay. We also have to keep in mind this goal. Did you keep your... Yeah. Not here, sorry. You get this one and I place this one here. Was it mine? Okay. So as you can see, we have the common goal. We will have a total of 3 challenges here, personal, and we also want to fulfill the blueprint while trying to connect as many paths as possible as well. It's not an easy task at the beginning, but then you get used to the game and you play quite fast. So the drafting phase, the construction phase is over, and we count the gold. I have 3, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
13.
I have 11.
11. So I decide first, and I think, interesting things. How many? Oh, you have a lot of goblins. 3. Yeah, but I have
more than
2. It's more than 2, yeah. So I will get the goblin. I'll spend 9 gold, so I go down to 4 and get the goblin because that's important. Yeah, and especially in 2 players because the points that you get, you know, the other player doesn't get and stuff like that. So I'll place it here. And then I also have this guy, which I will, I'll place here as well. It's also important that as you play the game more, you get to know the cards and the possible challenges that may show up. So, yeah, you keep some things in mind because you have experience.
I will pay 4 and get that one here.
And now you play again because you still have the most gold.
And I will pass.
Okay.
So we forgot that one, so...
yes.
So we'll go
okay,
there.
yeah. And you pick first. You had something in mind, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have 4 nulls now, so it's 6 points.
Yeah, it's already 6. Okay, and I pass as well. I cannot spend any more anyway. And now I'll get this one, of course, based on what I have already. I think we could do this a bit because I'm not sure how.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure everything is in the screen. And now, clean up.
Clean up, yes.
We discard, reveal new cards. And of course, these cards are supposed to go here on the left, which we tried to squeeze everything in the screen and we changed things a little bit.
A connection.
Oh, okay. I'll take that to show it. It will go back here, of course. This token is like a staircase, like a secret passage, and it can be placed between 2 cards to connect them, regardless of the shape of the corridors they have. So, I'll take this example. For example, here, this card is completely disconnected from the rest. As you can see, it does not connect down here because this card does not have a corridor that goes up, and it also doesn't connect here because neither of those cards has a corridor to connect them. If this was placed here, it would mean that these 2 chambers are now connected, even though neither of them has a corridor. It could also be placed here to connect those 2 cards, or it could also be placed, for example, here to make sure that there is a...
future.
Yeah, for the future. Or if you had the card with the ones that you wanted to go on the side, you could even place it like so, to make sure that you get extra points. It was this one, for example, that wanted. So there is a lot of flexibility, and it's usually lucrative, is it the word? Choice. Okay, we're done with the cleanup. Round 3.
Give me cards.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We repeat the same, of course. Keep in mind the blueprint. Okay.
Before
one.
decide, can you read about first?
Yes. 3 reputation for each unique trap in your dungeon. So now, as I said, there are 5 different types of traps in the game, and if you have one of each, for example, in your whole dungeon, you'll get 5 times 3 points, 15 points total. So you count how many unique ones you have, and you take 3 points for each. This is 2 reputation for each trap in the left or right outside chambers of your dungeon. So only in these 2 columns, which, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's great for me. And then 4 reputation for each chamber with at least 3 slimes and or oozes in your dungeon. Not for me. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, and it's important to know that, as I said, we only get 3 challenge cards. We do not gain one at the end of the 4th round, so this is going to be the final one for both of us.
Okay.
I had chosen one, yes, and I discard this one.
Okay, this one.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do
ready.
You need goblin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for that, it's a 2-in-1. I'll place yours as well. Did I? Yeah, okay, that was correct. Okay. this one. I think it's also a drafting system that works very well for 2 players, while usually the drafting simply going back and forth is quite boring.
That you get one extra. And
yeah, and you can discard the one that the other player wants,
yes.
or risk and try to get the card back to you, maybe, but yeah, there is a choice to be made every time. Okay, yep. Wow, a lot of variety over here, guys. What do we need? Have I connected things? Oh. Okay. No. Okay.
Let's see.
Of course, the reason we love the game, apart from the gameplay, is because we are D&D players and we like the theme as well. No. And we generally like the Thunderworks games.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, done?
I did that one. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7.
7. Wow, that's not a lot for either of us.
Yes.
Okay, I think that... is it important enough? What are we going to do? Should I pass? Really?
You don't want the entrance?
I do, but I also want that card very much, and you know it. So it's a lot of points. And I don't necessarily need one. I think I am connected enough. So I'll pass. Will I pass? The thing is also that if you pass, of course. You can't get back into the game later on. I am so sorry for the delay. I think I'll pass right away, just to get this card, because I don't trust him not to take it.
Good choice.
Was it though? Did you have you only had one trap. Would you do it?
Who knows?
We'll never find out.
Yes. Okay, I will spend 7.
Okay.
And get these 2.
Okay.
I will put one here.
And let me guess, you'll get this card.
Yes.
Okay. Now, during the cleanup, I do not reveal any more challenge cards because we're done with them. We don't get one at the end of the 4th round. So Spyros will refill the market cards. I can't help you over there. I'll do more damage than good.
True.
This tray is also great. It fits in the box nicely. It has a nice insert, as they always do. Again.
Secret.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Traps.
Okay. Cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay. What don't we need is the question, I think. Keep in mind your exit as well.
I think I will start with that one.
I'll start with this.
And I will discard. That one.
Okay. Did I? Yes, yes. These.
Okay.
And then one more.
Yes.
Okay. That was a nice card for you. So it goes into the discard.
Okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
This is yours?
Yeah. There you go.
The exit. Here.
Yeah, and mine is over here. Unfortunately, Yeah, like that.
Did you look at her?
Yes.
Okay.
I am not satisfied though with the result. Well, I'll keep this one, and then discard this one.
I'm not sure. That one. I will discard that one.
Okay. Oh, eat. I just lost the game, I think. You know how that happens sometimes. What do I want now? Does it matter? No, it doesn't.
Some difference for me with these cards, so let's go here.
Okay, gold 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. 3, 4, 9, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. How ironic. Okay, I'll spend the 5 to get a trap and place it here.
What to do? If I connect, I get 4 more points. I will get a null. How many nulls I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I don't need the nulls. So I will get the 1 point.
Okay.
With 3 gold.
And you play again.
And I will spend the 7 or not.
The thing is now that even though there are no challenge cards, the priority gives points at the end of the game. So in 2 players, that's pretty much a 6-point difference because one of us will get 9 and the other will get 6. So, you know.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. So that's there. So if I get the right one, I'll get 2 points. And then if I get the other one, I'll get... No, that's the 9 is better. So I get those 2. Connect here. And then I place this in one of the middle. And then I pass and I go second on the priority and the game is done. Right?
Easy.
Easy. And fast. Quite fast. So I have to find a way now to push all of that up without destroying it. What are my chances?
1. Come on. Yes, yes, yes.
Almost.
Excellent.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Because I have to write down the scores, you know? Okay, it wasn't bad. It could be worse. Nothing moved too much. And now we get the scorepad. And that's me, and that's Spyros. I never write them like that when we're on video, but I write them like that when we are at home, so hey, it's fine. Now, priority. You have the priority, so you get 9 points.
Yes, finish it.
And I get 6. This goal, how many goblins do we have? 6.
Well, I stopped at 3.
When we counted them earlier?
Yes, I think yes. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so I'm first. So I get 15 points, and then you get 9. Now, challenge card number 1, I have to choose a single path, and now I can explain that. I cannot go back and forth. So if I choose, for example, to start from here, I can go up here, and then I have to decide if I turn from here, I can go over there, for example. But then I miss this trap, you know? You have to start somewhere and end somewhere else without branching out. So, and that, I think that's the path I'm gonna take. Start from here, so that's 3. I go up here, and then that's another 4, 7, and over here I have one more, 8. So that's 16 points. Right?
This is branched.
It's not. It's a straight.
It's straight from the exit.
It's
one line. Yes.
It's not about an exit. It's a single path.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. So how many was it? 8. So 16 points total because it's 2 points for each.
Yes. Okay. I get 3 points for each pair of kobold with traps, and
So
I
you
have
count the
1,
kobold.
2, 3, 4 kobolds, and I have more traps. 2, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's
So 4 pairs.
12 points.
12 points. Okay. Second card, 1 point for each kobold, gnoll, and goblin in the 4 chambers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They swarmed.
And if I counted correct before, I think I have 6 gnolls because I need pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You missed one. No, that's one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah.
Yes.
Oops. You needed that one.
Yes, doesn't matter. I got points from there.
Okay. So that's
6 points.
no. It's 3 pairs for 9 points.
I have 5.
Ah, 2 pairs.
2 pairs.
Yeah, 2 pairs for 6. Okay. Okay, and then the third card, traps on the left side and on the right side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 18 points.
Oh my god, very good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Chambers with 3 or more slime oozes. I think I have 2, 1, 2, so 8 points.
8 points. Now we count the stars, the points in the dungeon, and I had in my hand cards. Do you have any negative stars?
Here.
Ah, okay, so we'll show it when you get to that. Okay, so I have 1. Ah, I have a -1 too. So there are negative points in the dungeon as well sometimes. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Okay. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Okay. And then the blueprint, I have done a cave card and a kobold in the pattern here, a trap and a cave card and a goblin, a gnoll and a cave card. So I've done all 8 goals to get 20 points.
Okay. And I need rocks and trap. Ooze, slime.
Slime, I think.
And stone. Stone and kobold. Ooze and stone. So
Okay.
20 points.
Okay. And now we count how many of the chambers are connected to the entrance and how many of them they are connected to the exit. And we get 1 point for each card that connects to the entrance and 1 point for each one that connects to the exit. If a card connects to both, you get 2 points for the card. So there is a potential for a maximum of 32 points. I haven't done very well in that because I have not connected my exit at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I needed 2 secret paths to accomplish that, and I didn't get the correct
Oh, you
cards.
didn't take the last one.
I took it, but
You took it.
yeah,
Okay.
no, it was a complete failure. So this is 0 for me, no connection to the exit, but I think for the entrance it's 1. And now you can branch, you just check, is this connected to the entrance? Yes. Is this? Yes. Is that? Yeah, and so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, 11. I've done this.
Ah, okay.
12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, not great.
Okay. I have from the entrance. I think.
You've connected both sides.
Yes, I think this is off. I don't have secret parts.
Yeah.
So this off. This is off. Off. And
Yes.
off. I think this one is off too. And
And
this
that
one is off. So.
Yeah, as you can see
else?
here, there is a path going down here, a path going over here and going down to the exit. And then, where does it? Here, it connects here.
And I have lost that one.
No, it goes
that was
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it also goes here, and they're connected both to the entrance and to the exit.
So
that's
10 cards, 2 times,
20 points. Okay.
Yes.
So 3, 7, 15, 24, 30, 35, 41. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
And for you, 6, 14, 20, 22, 31, 40. 4, 6, 8, 9. Wow!
Yes. I didn't do well with the challenges.
I was very discouraged because of that 13, because sometimes we have gotten the 32. So if you had been very good at that, okay.
You did very well with the challenges in the
I did,
middle one
yeah.
and the traps. That's why. And I did a mistake with this kobold, with this snow. So
Yeah, indeed, you counted wrong at that point.
it's 3 points, but I could have
Taken something else, yeah.
Yes. But lose priority.
Yeah, I had the goblins as well that worked well with this card. Because that's important as well. If you manage to get a challenge that works well with a common goal, it helps. Because you have to focus on many things at the same time. So if you pick a kobold for this one and then a null for this one and you don't get enough goblins, it gets confused. You had a bit of a split focus. And I needed traps for both of these, which was also important. So I think it was more of a thing of these things working with each other.
Because you picked more times first.
Yeah, but I had a nice, even those here, kind of, no, those didn't work with these, but the goblin helped. Yeah, in any case, that was it. Good game.
Good game.
As you can see, it plays quite fast. Even with more players, the drafting phase is pretty much the same time.
Yes.
We've played with 5 players, I think. We've played with 3. It works very well. So if you like this kind of puzzly feeling with a bit of a theme, yeah, check it out. Again, it's a game we enjoy very much. We've also done a review. I think it was the first long form video we ever posted, and we chose this game because we feel it is an underrated game and we wanted more people to know about it. So yeah, go check it out next if you're interested to know more about our opinions about the game and why we love it so much. And I think that's it. Like the video if you enjoyed and had fun watching, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. We hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye.
Bye.